welcome back to our channel. I'm Kate.
I'm Bree.
And today we are going to be doing a couple of eyeshadow looks. I decided to do a warm cut crease.
And I just did a quick warm smoky eye.
So if you guys are interested in these looks, we'll put up pictures right now. And if you guys are interested in the cut crease, you can go ahead and fast forward to this time right here.
And if you're interested in smoky eye, you can go to this time.
All right, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you at the end of the video. Okay, I start off this look by using my Morphe eyelid primer, and I place that all over my eyelid. You can go ahead and use any eyelid primer that works for you, or even a concealer. Then I take my Wet n Wild contour palette and I use the lighter shade to go ahead and set that eyelid primer. Next, I take my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette and I take my Wet n Wild blending brush and I go in with the color Silk Cream and place that into my eyelid crease. Next, I take the shade Butter, and I'm using this as a transition shade. Next, I take Pooter and place that in the crease as well. And I go in with Jax to deepen the color in my crease. Then I go into the shade Buns and really work that into my inner and outer crease. I really want to add that dimension and depth to my look. Then I go into Hunts just to brighten it up just a tad in the outer crease. Then I take my ColourPop Double Entendre palette and I go in with the shade Locked and Loaded to highlight my eyebrow bone. Then I take my Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C6. And I take my Sonia Kashuk Lip Pencil Brush and I use it to cut my crease. You can go ahead and use any flat brush that works for you. I just like to work with a very small brush so I can work in small sections. As you can see, I am going above my crease line because I have hooded lids so that it will be able to be seen when I open my eyes. If you have regular eyelids, go ahead and just cut at your normal crease line. But for those of you who have hooded lids, this is a good tip for when you want to cut your crease. Next, I take my Airspun Loose Face Powder in the shade Translucent and I place that to set my concealer on my eyelid. Now I go back in with my ColourPop palette in the same shade Locked and Loaded and I place that on the cut crease. And I take my Jaclyn Hill palette again and I go back into the shades Jax and Buns. And I really work that into my outer corner to really blend in that sharp line from the cut crease because I really want it to be more of a softer look on the outside and then for the inner corner to be a bit more sharp. This is an optional step, but I really do like to blend it in. Next, I take my Morphe Gel Liner in the shade Jet, and I take my Morphe G21 Angled Brush, and I use that to create my cat eye. After I do my cat eye, I go in again with my concealer by Makeup Revolution in the shades C6 and C7, and I conceal my under eye bags. I then set it with the same Airspun loose face powder in the shade Translucent, and I bake it. I go in with my Wet n Wild contouring palette, and I go ahead and bronze my face up and contour my cheeks, and I use a lighter shade in Caramel Toffee to go ahead and brush off the baked powder. And then I go in with Wet n Wild highlighting powder, and I highlight my cheekbones and my nose. After I'm done doing that, I go ahead and take my Wet n Wild, oops, it's broken, and Mellow Wine and put some blush on my cheeks. You can take any set of lashes. I bought these ones off Amazon, and I'm going ahead and put them off camera. Next, I take my Jaclyn Hill palette, and I go in with the shade Pooter and Jax, and I take that on my bottom lash line. And then I take Jax and Buns to really add that depth on my lower lash line. Next, I go in with Bad Gal Bang Mascara, and I fuse my real lashes and my strip lashes together. On my lips right now is the ColourPop in the shade Beeper. And that is it for my look. I go in and I set my look with Urban Decay All Nighter. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next look.
So for this look, the first thing that I'm going to do is take the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the shade Eden, and I'm going to apply that to my lids. I start off by using the brush and putting it on each side, and then from there I just take my fingers and work it in that way. I just find it's easier to do than using the brush to complete the entire eye. So that's just what I do here. And then I'm using the Sephora Pro Palette for this look today, and I am going to start off with the color Oat on a flat shader brush from Morphe, and I'm just going to take this all over my lid all the way up to the crease. After that, I'm going to go in with the shade Bronze and pack that all over my lid. I do have hooded eyelids, so I do go up higher than the natural fold of my lid to try to get the appearance of a fuller lid. So that's what I do here, and as you can see, I'm not putting it on super pretty. I'm just kind of packing it on there, trying to blend it into that new crease that I'm creating for my hooded lids. After that, I'm going to go in with the color Saddle on a fluffy crease brush from Morphe, and I'm just going to work that into the crease, the new crease that I've created on my hooded lids. So right above that gold bronze color, I'm just going to work Saddle and blend. After that, I'm going to take the shade Burnt Umber on that same fluffy crease brush from Morphe and apply that to the outer 1/3 of my eyelid. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend it into that crease and drag it down. The reason I do this is because I feel like it gives a more blended look, so you don't have that one stark color. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Canvas and use that on a fluffy angled brush, again from Morphe. And I'm going to go in on my brow bone and my inner corner and really make sure to blend that out. I'm just going to do that on each side. Okay, after that I'm going to use a brush from Morphe again. It's just a chubby shader brush, and I went back in with Saddle under my eyes just to really bring everything together. After that, I'm going to go in with the new Essence 2-in-1 eyeliner pen, and from there I'm just going to draw on my wing. Ignore my twitchy eyelids. I'm just gonna go ahead and repeat that on the other side. I do typically start with the wing first. I know some people start with their base and then go from there. I think personally by starting with the wing, it helps you get a more flawless look. So then I just popped on some lashes, and here is the finished product. This was a quick beginner look, but I hope you guys really enjoyed. I had a great time filming it.
Alright guys, so those were our looks, and we decided we're going to be doing a makeup look of the week every week. So if you guys enjoyed our looks and would like to see more, don't forget to subscribe and press that notification button so you guys can get notified whenever we do new makeup looks. Thank you guys so much. Love you. Thanks for watching.